Hi guys. Today I thought I'd take a look at some things that I've sort of collected almost by accident over the past couple of years. And these I'm going to put into a category which I suppose I'm going to call science fiction pulp books, comics, whatever. So I'm going to start with this one. Fantastic cover. This is from 1950, I think. And it's called Fantastic Adventures. It's got The Usurpers by Jeff St. Renard, The Earth Overrun by an Invisible Horde. And I've got a great scantily clad lady on the cover, as is usual in these pulps. Let's move this across so you can see it. Got an advertising page. I mean, these pulps were printed on absolutely appalling quality paper. It's amazing it's still intact. Here we get the issues, the sort of contents page. So you can see here we've got who've we got? Lee Francis. Can't see the other ones, but there's a whole, get a whole set of stories here. Yeah, from January 1950. This is mainly text on, it's like newsprint. There's the occasional picture if you're lucky. Yeah, there we go. There's the main story. So there we go. And these are typical of a period of time. Let's move on from that one. I really like this next one. This is a British edition. So this is called Unknown Worlds. It's an anthology. So there is a pulp. It's a US pulp called Unknown Worlds. This is, I think, an anthology that was produced in the US in something like 1949. This is a British edition. You can see it cost 2 shillings and 6 pence, which was quite pricey back in 1952. Great looking cover with some, I presume they're goblins on it. And it's an anthology of modern fantasy for grown-ups. We've got a great forward here. And it says, I think it tells us the US edition 1948, UK edition 1952. And we got some a nice forward here, and then a great contents page. We've got some great authors here: L. Sprague de Camp, Jane Rice, Robert Bloch, Theodore Sturgeon, Philip St. John, Don Evans, poem by Alan Grant. I don't think that's the Alan Grant that is in UK comics. Yeah. Really nice. It's all held together. It's still intact, and it's a great value for money here. You're getting a lot of great stories by some great writers, and they've picked out the best ones, I think, for this anthology. Occasionally you get a picture. I haven't come across one at the moment. There's one. The Summons by John Evans, a uniquely fine piece of sheer writing. There we go. Jesus Shoes by Alan R. Bosworth. And there is the back page. Astounding science fiction. You can buy the British edition monthly for 1 shilling. There we go. And as if by magic, here we have Astounding Science Fiction monthly, and we've got a Paul Anderson story, The Unman. So this was 9D. I don't know what year we're in here. I suspect that's probably earlier. 9D. I think this is 1953. Your next issue will be on sale on Saturday the 20th of June. So we've got Unmanned by Paul Anderson and These Shall Not Be Lost by E.B. Cole. Great stuff. I mean, these aren't worth much, I don't think. But, I'll just pick these up. When I buy auction lots of comics, sometimes these anthologies are in there. Right, So Astounding Science Fiction. Here we are. We've moved on a few years. Astounding Science Fiction has now turned into sort of book-sized. I love this cover, by the way. And Martians Go Home by Frederick Brown. This is now 1 shilling and sixpence, so it's gone up from 9D in 4 years. Quite a sharp escalation in price and a reduction in the size of the comic. There we go. There are the content pages. So most of this is the Martians Go Home story. Great. Really cool quality paper. It's gone brown. I mean, it's genuine pulp. Then I've got a title called Fantastic Science Fiction. These are all US versions, and these are, I think, all from 1957 or thereabouts. So, yeah. Here we go. Fantastic Universe Science Fiction. And we've got World in the Balance by Harry Harrison and Terror Over Hollywood by Robert Bloch. I mean, you know, we're talking, you know, science fiction writer, significant names, and a really nice alien cover there. Again, another Fantastic Universe Science Fiction. Snowstorm on Mars by Jacques-Jean Ferrat, and an exciting novelette by Algis Budrys. And again, a nice looking cover. Here we've got another one, I think from a similar time, 1956, 1957. Great cover. Seems to be some sort of Amazonian woman sitting on the shoulders of a robot. The Enlightened Ones, a new novelette by Edmund Cooper. Ward of the Argonaut, an unpublished Gavin's Bar story by Sprague de Camp and Fletcher Pratt. We've also got Harry Harrison in this one as well. And another fantastic science fiction. This one's in really nice condition considering it's from 1957. And we have Seal of the Damned, a new novel by Auguste Derleth. And a mermaid cover. Right. Next up, I mean, I haven't deliberately gone out and bought any of these. All these have come in comic lots. Satellite science fiction. Again, I think these are from a similar era. I think this is 1957. Something like that. 1957, 1958. The world was very excited about space travel. This says, just checking the date on this. Yeah, 1958. So the world very excited by space travel. Satellite science fiction. The Resurrected Man by E.C. Tubb. And we also have two comics called Space Travel. Again, I think from the late 1950s. Wanted, a new breed of man, space pilots. Our satellite space program is aimed at the first trip to Mars. Another issue of this. Progress report on space medicine and complete interstellar novel, The Godmen by Edmund Hamilton. Great stuff. Next up, there was a sort of boom in this sort of science fiction stuff at this time. This is super science fiction. This is from 1957. Super science fiction. By Robert Silverberg, and Alternative Universe by Robert Bloch. I've got two of these as well. Another super science fiction. First Man in a Satellite. Another Robert Silverberg, The Aliens Were Haters. And there's something called The Unique and Terrible Compulsion by Calvin M. Knox. And we've got a damsel in distress with a red top on riding some sort of strange bird creature. like an ostrich, I suppose. Right. Next up, one of the key anthologies that we had that ran for quite a long time, I think, here in the UK, was Amazing Stories. Here is an early one from 1969. Here is one from later. This is from 1981, so 12 years later, still going. And also here from 1980. So 3 amazing science fiction stories from 1969 through to 1981. Great looking covers, all of them. Great stuff. So there you go. These are just picked up by accident. They come in other lots, comic lots that I buy, but nice things, I think. I hope you've enjoyed this little look at my science fiction pulp anthologies. That is your lot. See ya again soon.